Hello, everyone. I'd like to kindly invite you and happy to have you at the Rockland Ice Rink for Abington versus Worcester in the first round of the playoffs. If I could kindly ask you to please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ringing, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Good evening and welcome to the Rockland Ice Rink for Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association Round of 32 high school boys hockey action between the home Abington Green Wave and the visiting Burncoat Wildcats hockey team. I'm your host, Jim Dorman. We're on Abington Community Access and Media. Looking forward to getting going on tournament game here right in Rockland between two teams that we'll see how well they're matched up. Abington's rated ranked number 12 with the Burncoat team ranked number 21. Burncoat's record comes in at 11-8-1 with Abington 12-9. They both played North Quincy with Burncoat beating them 4-2 and Abington beating them 8-5. So we'll see how things match up here. We didn't get a first or starting lineup. We'll get those names in for you, but Burncoat wins the face-off and slides it in on goalie Nick Harris for Abington. I think that was number 22 or 23, Jackson Turney. We'll see. Get the right numbers for you out there. Okay. Puck sliding behind the net, up the corner. We get the first line, of course, out for the Green Wave with Sam McDonald, Derek O'Neill, and Matt Grafton. The defensemen Callan Dunning and Dylan Connolly, but we're already going for a quick change, 34 seconds into the first play as the play moves around the net with the quick-moving Matt Grafton moving the puck around, getting behind the net before the rest of the first line gets off, although Sam McDonald is still in there as the puck moves in deep into the left-hand corner. Scrum for the puck. The puck comes out loose, comes right out front, but to Grafton, to Turncoat. Oh my gosh. Burncoat, we're going to get used to these names here. Unfamiliar with this team in the blue jerseys, of course, at Abington in the home white jerseys. Burncoat looking fine in their blue on blue jerseys that look like the original Pittsburgh Penguins jerseys. That puck hit the back, went up over the glass, so we're going to have a face-off to goalie and captain senior Nick Harris's left. The goalie for Burncoat is Owen Kennedy. He's a junior, number 30. It's like some good size on the Burncoat team. It's a co-op team from the Worcester area. And has been, I guess, for quite a few years. Some of the kids are from Leicester. All right, we got a quick pass up to Sean Duggan across the blue line, trying to sneak through gets broken up by number 3, Benjamin Rucco, or might not have the right pronunciation. We're going to go with Rucco. It's R-U-C-H-O. 18. Callan Gunning playing defense. Quick shot and a save. All right, we got a face-off to the left of Owen Kennedy with Sam McDonald taking the face-off. Look. All right, Sam McDonald moving across center ice. Dumps it in. Tripped up down there is Matt Grafton. No call on that. We get, for an MIA, we got 2 extra officials in the game. Sam McDonald dumping it in before going out for a change. In to get it, Sean Duggan. Puck gets out of the zone. Back to get it is Tate Erickson, who's jumping up from defense onto the second line center role for this game. He's a sophomore. Matt Grafton in with the puck, looking for an outlet there. Back to Nick Daly, who slid it in. And puck makes it into the net right there. Abington is celebrating that goal after Nick Daly had slid it in. I didn't see who popped it in. Let's see. Sean Duggan is heading up the conga line over towards by the bench. So it looks like Sean Duggan found it in there. So I think should be a assist from Nick Daly, who slid it in. Maybe somebody else touched it first. So we're 11:50 left to go in the first period. Abington jumps out to a 1-0 lead. Hey, you never know. Sometimes people say shoot, and you never know what's going to happen. And that was one of those cases where the puck, made it to the net and made it into the back of the net. So just exactly what Abington wanted to do coming into this game is get off to a quick early lead. And in comes
goal scored by number 23, Sean Duggan.
I guess we're not going to get any announcement on assists on that. Nick Daly moved it up ahead. Now another shot, and Kennedy gets a hold of it and gets the whistle to his right, down to 11:19. Working today with Dave Bowen and Sean Flaherty behind the scenes, bringing you this live action and a fast-paced game so far. Sam McDonald comes away with the puck behind the net, gets it out. Dylan Conley takes a nice wrister, but it goes by the net. All right. Dylan Conley clears it into the zone, goes off for a change. Now Burncoat bringing it out. It's number 19, Brian Bowler, the junior forward who was working it, but puck is back in the Burncoat end. Funny, on their roster it says Worcester, Leicester, Bay Path Wildcats. Talking to that coach Mike Vaughn just for a minute before the game. Didn't want to give away any secrets, but he gave me their starting lineup of Drew Powell, Ty Gully, Nathan Dubé, Jason Fuller, Colton Turney, and of course the goaltender Owen Kennedy. Abington back to collect it, less than 10 minutes to go in this first period. So we're into it. Abington leads 1-0. Sean Niles was going for it, but back to Burncoat, number 6, gets a stick on that one. That's Ty Gully and goes up into the netting. So we're going to get a face-off outside the zone, actually at center ice. Good thing we have the netting. Somebody might, the puck would have gone right up into the stands. So in the old days, you really had to watch out. Okay, so we got a face-off right. Sam McDonald tries to get it back, but Burncoat gets into the Abington zone. Abington about to collect it behind the net. Out comes Sam McDonald. Sam coming into this game with 59 points. One of the top in Division 4. I think he's at, last time I looked, he was at number 3 with 29 goals and 30 assists. And that's kind of cool in itself that he gets more assists than he does goals. All right, almost a steal there by McDonald. Right indeed, just it would have went right in. They kind of breaking up Burncoat as they come up, but they managed to get it and wrist it in. And Nick Harris gets the save, dumps it off. Burncoat forechecking, and number 6 gets a shot. That's Ty Gully. Quick shot that Harris handles. Of course, Harris has been tough, solid in net all year, playing most of the action as a senior captain. With backup is Owen McGrath, the freshman. Number 18 sliding in. That's Jason Fuller trying to get a shot, but he got broken up. Puck stays. We got a face-off, offsides call, so the face-off's going to come outside. 8:14 left to go in the first period here at Rockland Ice Rink, with Abington leading 1-0 on Abington Community Access and Media. All right, so we got Tate Erickson taking the face-off. Of course, Tate has 12 goals and usually plays defense that I've seen. He has 12 goals and 8 assists, and I'm sure he steps up on power plays and other situations. But anyway, he's definitely able to score. He's a sophomore, so maybe a move by Coach Brian Woodford here in the tournament. Burncoat keeping it in the zone, trying to force Abington to make a mistake, but Abington brings it out. Amani DeJesus got broken up, but looked like Sean Duggan getting a shot off that Owen Kennedy was able to handle and grab a face-off to his left. So far, been a little bit of up and down action, but I think you got to give the edge to Abington in more than just the score and in good chances so far. Burncoat has had a tough time getting even a kind of a quick wrist shot. This puck's going out by the front of the net and cleared out. Burncoat's trying to move 2-on-3 with it. We got a looks like possible penalty against the Green Wave, trying to stop that, neutralize that play. Or maybe I'm making things up there. Looks like just a plain offsides, folks, with 7:12 to go. Burncoat wins a face-off. Number 23, Jackson Tierney gets it in, a shot on Harris. It's another shot on Harris, but the net has become dislodged. Yeah, we got a good crowd here tonight for even the visiting. The visiting squad has brought a good crowd with them from Worcester. Of course, Abington fans are out in full force on this post-snowstorm. Wednesday evening, there's no school in Abington. Probably no school, I'm sure, in Worcester either. As the puck goes across the blue line, we're going to have another offsides call down to 6:55 on the clock. I think we got some of the Worcester Burncoat fans in front of us trying to get rowdy, a little rowdy. All right, we got a face-off right in front of the Abington bench outside the zone. Tate Erickson taking the face-off out there with Sean Duggan and Amani DeJesus, the second line. Back with defenseman Jake Whitman and Nick Daly working it back there. Been a regular partnership throughout the year. Sean Duggan makes centering pass to Erickson, but it gets intercepted, and Burncoat moves it right in the slot area. Number 18 with a quick shot from the slot, but right into Harris's midsection. That was Jason Fuller for Burncoat. Good chance for Burncoat. Opportunistic, good bounce for them in the right section, but they still were probably watchful of the Abington defense, so they got a quick shot off, but it was good for Harris to handle. All right, puck does not get through. Sam McDonald grabs it, bounces it off the boards, and gets it out of the zone as Burncoat jams it in. Number 6, Ty Gully. We got a little work over in the board. Seal's going to come out with the puck. Abington just clears it. It was Gunning, I think, getting it, was able to get it out, but it's back in. Little territorial edge to Burncoat now for the last minute or so. They've had the puck in the Abington end. The second, we got a little mix-up behind the net, but Abington rights the ship and grabs the puck. But a steal right in front of the net. Harris goes down into the butterfly and gets the pads to block that right out. Jason Fuller had an excellent chance right from the net, but Harris was quick to flare out the pads and kind of take away the low shot. So we're down to 5:22. With a 1-0 lead for Abington. It was an early goal by Sean Duggan after a nice little just kind of wrist shot from the point. But I think that was Nick Daly. I never did hear the assists on that one, but all right, we got the puck behind the net, still in the Abington zone where it has been for the last minute or so of play, maybe a little longer, and a couple of chances that Harris has taken care of, played nicely on, but in comes another one. I can't see the puck, but the whistle has blown. There was some open net there. Number 5, Alex Fernandez, number 12, Aiden Guiguer were in there, and number 18, Jason Fuller were all scrambling to get the puck. Nick Harris had made the initial save, but then the puck got away, was in the crease. And the referees going down to talk to Coach Vaughn at the Burncoat. They've actually got to say, I'm not sure what the call is here about what happened in the crease there, but the face-off is all the way down in the Burncoat end to the right of Owen Kennedy. So I don't know if someone touched the puck, but anyway, no goal. 4:43 left. Abington still leading 1-0. Puck gets out of the zone. Burncoat cleared it all the way out. I think that's going to be an icing. We're going to have a face-off all the way back down in the Burncoat end. So a little, I guess everybody's cool on whatever happened down there. It looked like it was going to, that everybody was crashing the net. Well, we'll get over that. We'll go on to other things. We got, Matthew Grafton taking a face-off. It's a face-off. The puck is still right in the circle. Burncoat decides to get rid of it, and looks like we're going to have another icing call. So a little pressure from the green wave results in a full rink clear. It's just Jim Dorman here calling the game for you on Abington Community Access and Media with Dave Bone and Sean Flaherty working the cameras and the technical work. Dylan Conley was able to move that puck back right in behind the net. He's stepping up to try to keep the puck in the zone again. Quick shot gets in, and I thought it looked like Kennedy had control of it, but he didn't know if he had control of it. So anyway, they get the whistle with 4:07, but looked a little bit dangerous there for a second. We've got the first line out. Abington all year has been playing pretty much two lines with a few little substitutions here and there. Two lines, two forward lines, and four defensemen, again, with a few substitutions in. And then we get Gunning back on defense. So that shot was from the point. So that's kind of a move up for him, I think, playing regular D with Conley. Tate Erickson's usually back there, but Erickson's playing center, or at least forward. Here comes Burncoat. Harris went down, I thought maybe a little early, but quick puck as the puck comes around. Quick shot, by number 18, Jason Fuller, but Harris was in position and got that. We got everybody's on a scrum over there in the left-hand boards of Abington, trying to get control of pucks. Burncoat has been quite opportunistic with some shots, but when they've been in the offensive end, but so far Harris has been able to turn them away. Here comes Sam McDonald, going to get looking for a shot in tight, but he gets broken up. Burncoat clears it in. Harris decides to take a face-off there to slow things down for a minute with exactly 3 minutes to go in the first period. All right, everybody's all set and ready to go. Number 10, Aiden Kennedy, taking the face-off. He's a senior. Wonder if he's related to the goalie, Owen Kennedy. All right to center ice. Monty DeJesus was trying to grab a pass, couldn't quite get it, so the puck gets cleared back in by Burncoat, and Sean Duggan flips it, tries to flip it up out of the zone, but number 9 steps up, Ethan Ford, and he gets hit, but he keeps the puck in for Burncoat. Now the puck is right in the right-hand circle from Harris. Left hand to us, I guess. Don't want to confuse anyone out there. Directions. And of course, here's a quick shot. It was a nice shot by number 19, Brian Bowler, right there. Went kind of high, and that's always, with the way goaltenders go down a lot, high shot can fool. That puck goes up right over the head of the Abington players on the bench. The referee ducked out a little bit. We got a face-off to the left of Nicholas Harris. 2:05 left in the period. Sam McDonald taking a face-off. The first line out there. Grafton tries to get over to O'Neill, but it gets broken up by number 6. The net's off its moorings once again. See if we can get it on in there a little more solid. Anyway, but we're going to face off to Nick Harris's right. Captain Sam McDonald pushes it ahead, and it gets out of the zone. And then Burncoat has to clear the zone to get back in. Puck is still in the zone, and Gully was able to get a hold of it and get a wrister off. Gunning back there on D does a good job. He's a freshman, folks, Callan Gunning. Sam McDonald trying to move through right into Grafton, going for the backhander, gets off his stick, not able to get the shot off. O'Neill trying to get it now. Back to Grafton. Grafton sends it across. Dylan Conley over there to try to get something, but it goes right into the front line of Burncoat. Excuse me, that was Nick Daly. In comes a wrister. Harris takes it, bounces off to the right, and the centering pass goes way by, and here comes McDonald to Grafton. They're going to try to make a play, 2-on-2. But number 9, Ethan Ford, makes a good play and breaks that up. Abington's going to try again. Little shot in on Kennedy, takes care of it, puts it off to Ford. Ford's a good-sized kid, made a nice defensive play for the Turnco. We're down to 22 seconds in the period. The puck is tied up. McDonald gets it for a second. Ford sends it back up. Down to 7 seconds. And we're going to have a flip out for Abington. And that's with a quick shot. Goes wide as time runs out on the first period. Good period. We got a 1-0 lead for the Abington Green Wave over the Burncoat Wildcats. We'll take a break for in-between period action while they make the ice. Be back with second period for you here on the Abington Community Access and Media Channel. All right, hey, well, welcome back to the Rockland Ice Rink for MIAA boys hockey action here for the home team Green Wave in the white jerseys and the visiting Burncoat in the dark blue on blue, lighter blue jerseys out from the Worcester area. It's a combined team. But guess what? The difference in this game after one period is one goal. Abington leads by a goal by Sean Duggan early into the first period. And since then, it's been a kind of battle between the two teams with a lot of shots. Don't have the stats. I'm trying to get cameraman Dave Bowen to do stats while he's doing the camera. I guess that's too much. But I think if I had to guess, I think, and I'm going to guess, I don't have to, but I'm going to. Burncoat had maybe a few more shots than Abington, but there were good chances by definitely both teams, and this it ended up being 1-0. But Nick Harris made a lot of good saves. There's a lot of good chances for Abington too. Owen Kennedy stopped most of them except for the one. But we're just about ready for second period action. I did want to say that, coming into this game, Abington had two excellent games, two losses, one to Norwell and another one to Littleton Broadfield, but did excellent. Well, anyway, we're gonna drop the puck, and here we go on second period action. I'm your host, Jim Dorman. So the puck is in it's in the Burncoat zone. It's the thing about hockey, the puck moves around quickly. Got to keep up with it, and looks like number 6, that's Ty Gully, was cruising across. Of course, Burncoat looking for that equalizer. They came pretty close towards the end of the first period with a lot of pressure on the Abington team in the last 5 minutes. So far, the box has been empty with neither teams incurring any penalties. Neither team's going on the power play. Let's see how that goes. We have an extra set of eyes with 2 referees with the orange armbands. In comes Burncoat, number 11, in tight on Nick Harris. Looks like he stopped that one. Puck stays in the zone with Gunning back to get it. Callan gunning. They get the puck out right at the blue line. John Duggan was trying to get a hold of it, loses it, but Sam McDonald grabs it right near center ice and clears it in before going off for a change with 13:35 to go in the second period. Puck behind the net. Back to get it, number 2, Drew Powell. Trying to move it up the boards. Abington steals and a little bit of contact. But in coming really quickly is 22, Colton Tierney. Wow. Circling around was number 10, Aiden Kennedy, with a great chance. But a great save by Nick Harris with the blocker. 13:03 left in the period. Boy, that was quite a chance as the puck came right out front. And Aiden Kennedy picked it up. So Burncoat applying the pressure so far, again, in this second period. Abington holding on to that 1-goal lead. They certainly would like to kind of relieve the pressure and extend that lead to 2 goals. Right now, they're just trying to slow things down a little bit, I think. Gonna have another quick change, and out comes the other set of defensemen. Sean Niles is out there. All right, puck right to center ice. Sam McDonald clears it in. Matt Grafton's chasing it. Comes away with it, gets a quick shot out front, but unable to connect with Sean Niles. Puck's all the way back to Nick Harris. Nick Harris is going to try to move it up, and he does. Nick Harris tries to get involved in the offense. He has 4 assists on the year, in addition to his .924 save percentage. It's a pretty good percentage, I think. One thing that Abington does usually is score a lot of goals. Even though they were in the middle of the pack in the South Shore League, middle, 3rd place. I think they had maybe the most goals, or nearly the most goals in the league. Grafton moved it around. We got a shot from Gunning. Gets through, but Burncoat gets a hold of it. Up comes Colton Tierney. Tierney goes down. Another player. We may have. I feel like the whistle might have been for a penalty against the Green Wave. Number 22, Colton Tierney, is shaken up on the play. Face-off is coming to center ice. Athletic trainer is coming over to take a look at Tierney. But doesn't look like anybody's going off. So wrong again. Wrong again. We're still 5-on-5. It was deep in the corner. I guess probably the whistle was probably for the injury. All right, puck's going into the Burncoat zone. Keep wanting to say turncoat, but I don't think that's right. They flip it out. It was Ty Gully getting it out quickly for the moment, but Tate Erickson has other ideas. Looks like Tate's kind of moving back to where he's been mostly. He's kind of in the defending side. Quick shot. Doesn't get through though. Harris is there to stop it with the pads. Number 9 there tries to flip it in, but it gets blocked by DeJesus. Now DeJesus is moving into the zone, but we're going to call that one ended up being icing. I got so excited by the possibility there that I didn't realize that icing was even on the table. But Harris is going to have a face-off to his right with 10:31 to go. We got Aiden Kennedy down there taking the face-off for a Burncoat. Quick turnaround, and Kennedy gets shot off. Harris takes the save. Yeah, they're racking up the shots. Abington needs to kind of turn things around here, or one of these is going to make it through. Barring, Harris is certainly capable of a hell of a type performance out here, but Abington would like to have neutralize this offensive onslaught by the, and here they go. Sam McDonald moving the crown, trying to move it around. He gets broken up by Colton Tierney. So far, Abington's having a little trouble getting set up and getting some good offensive plays. Well, sometimes, they're getting broken up inside the blue line. I don't think they can outskate them and, move around the defenseman that way. They're going to have to make some, good passing plays. Even, McDonald's getting broken up as he moves in. Of course, they certainly got guys that have the fast skating that they could kind of, Grafton always is a threat that way. Okay, back to get it's going to be Nick Daly. Abington controlling the puck a little bit more just the last 30 seconds, but Tate Erickson loses his stick. He's trying to use his skates, gets his stick back. Nicely done by Tate Erickson, and clears it into the zone. That was, I wasn't sure. I didn't know if he had a broken stick or not. He had just lost it, so he gets it right back. Uses his skates. DeJesus looking for it over on the left-hand boards, number 11. And they keep going at it. Duggan looks like he's got a little bit of room, but three guys, puck gets a shot gets blocked, but Burncoat was able to kind of clear a little bit. Wow, what a quick shot to goal by Tate Erickson. What a fantastic play. Abington continuing the pressure there after goaltender Kennedy had made some initial stops. So there we go, Abington keeping the pressure on and getting the goal, adding to their lead by 1, making it 2-0. Tate Erickson. The goal with 8:33 left to go in the second period, almost halfway through the game. Abington leads 2-0. Abington right back at it. A great chance, just couldn't quite get the handle on that. All right, so I think he said, did he say 20, Nicholas? Definitely 11, Amani DeJesus. So good job by the second line. Burncoat moving it in, clears it in. Gunning was back on it, clears it right up to McDonald. We got McDonald, Grafton, and Niles out there right now. Kind of Niles is going to come off for Duggan. Duggan has the first goal. Little fan on the shot by Jacob Whitman. Good shot and a save. Nice little wrister by Grafton was well handled by Kennedy. Puck moving around back into zone, back right in on Kennedy, decides to dish it off to his defenseman. Referees blows a whistle for grabbing the puck. I guess. The right terminology for that. But that's gonna bring the face-off back into the Abington zone. think that was Nick Daly that kind of grabbed it and moved it along. Against the rules, you can't do that. Not a penalty though, but just face off in the Abington zone, and still in the Abington zone, but out comes Daly. And we got a little offsides. So despite my thinking there might be a couple of penalties, we haven't had any yet. Goes Tate Erickson gets a wrister, and then the rebound comes out, cleared by the defenseman before DeJesus could get to it. Duggan slams it back behind the net. Colton Turney back there, and he's going to carry it out. He's going to flip it up high and into that before going off for a change. With puck behind the net, little back and forth action with Jake Whitman. Anyway, they're okay back there. Now puck comes in. Kennedy grabs it, leaves it off for Ford. Presidential names, so we got Kennedy and Ford. Looking for there. I haven't checked if this is Nixon's or Lyndon B. Johnson, but we got a Tierney. That's kind of a political name. We got a couple of Tierneys. All right, puck is coming right out. Nathan Dubé or Dubé. A Doob, I don't think it's Doob. I'm going to go with Doobie. Puck gets cleared all the way back to Kennedy. Right on net. 5:14 left in this second period. Abington leads 2-0. A little battle for the puck, and wow. Ethan Ford took a dip somehow on that and almost gave Abington a good chance, but puck gets back to center ice now. Grafton trying to get a little steam up. Loses the puck as he goes across, loses his stick. Gonna have a delayed offsides, but everybody clears the zone. But that was kind of a wild play for second there. Puck comes right in on Harris, and he does not stop at first. He clips it right off to DeJesus and to McDonald, and that's how Harris has 4 assists. He would have gotten one on that goal if that was McDonald could have converted on that. 4:30 left to go in the second period, and we're going down into the Abington zone. I wish they had the referees mic'd up. That would be so helpful. Abington moving it right across center ice. Trying to get broken up. Number 23, Jackson Turney lost his stick as he was defending against our 23, Sean Duggan. Back to get it is Colton Tierney. Puck is out to the point. Gets cleared in and around the boards. In comes Daly. And Burncoat tries to slow things down. They get the puck. 23 making some nice moves. Puck's going to go outside of the rink. Jackson Tierney gets deflected. So that's going to bring the puck. Well, I guess they say it was not deflected. We're going to have the face-off inside the Abington zone. Once again, Rockland Rink, I appreciate the classic rock. saved by Harris, I think, unless somebody blocked the first. These old eyes aren't what they used to be. Here comes Sam McDonald, miss it. Grafton trying to move through a lot of players. McDonald gets the shot. There is a shot. Beautiful shot by Sam McDonald after Grafton had taken the initial shot. Just C&I puck. It's going to make it 3-0 with 3:06 to go. Sam McDonald with a fantastic C&I wrist shot, folks. You don't got to take the slapper all the time. Sometimes the wrister, especially that one, quick release is exactly what you need. Captain Sam McDonald, his 30th goal of the season. I think to go with 30 assists makes that 60. We got 3:01 to go in the second period. I've done it again, folks. Sorry about that. That was Tate Erickson. The 6s and the 8s get me every time. Tate Erickson then with his second goal. I'm glad they have the announcement, because I've done that before. Tate Erickson stepping up to play second line center, and that was his seeing eye wrist shot. Oh, just forget everything I said about the 30th goal. That's Tate's 14th goal. Thank you very much to Coach Brian Woodford for providing the stats with the roster. Not everyone does that. Down to 2 minutes, the second period. We got a dangerous shot. That was Nathan Doobie. Doobie-doobie-doo. Sorry, I'm not trying to make fun of Nathan's name. It's just, it's about 3 different ways to pronounce it. I like Dubé. All right, we're gonna have a icing call. 1:30 left, second period. Got to be frustrating for the Burncoat team to have as many opportunities as they had, especially in the early going in this period, to have the opportunistic Green Wave come back and score 2 more goals and extend their lead to 3-0. But great job by the Green Wave to be patient and work through that kind of early pressure from the Burncoat team. And they're trying to play it right now, though. They get the net, puck behind the net, trying to move it around. Sean Duggan's trying to break it up, though. Again, the battle of, oh, shoot, no, that's Jake Whitman, 22. The defender, Jake Whitman, the junior defender for the Abington Green Wave. All right, puck gets out of the zone, right to center ice. Still in Conley, over to Gunning. Callan Gunning, the freshman, stepping up, playing defense. With Dylan Conley. Conley keeps it in, slides it in. Almost, McDonald almost able to tip it. Puck gets all the way back into the Abington zone for an icing. We'll get called with 31.8 seconds left to go in the second period here at the Rockland Ice Rink. You're watching Abington Community Access and Media. Tate Erickson on the faceoff. Goes to the left. And number 11 goes down. Nathan Doobie, but no call. Duggan working it in tight. Mike Abington applying the pressure, and almost a centering pass just missed by DeJesus. Good chance. 2 seconds left. Duggan's going to try to get a shot off. Right up over the net, up over Kennedy's shoulder. So Abington adds 2 goals to make it 3-0 in favor of the Green Wave over the Burncoat Wildcats. The Tate Erickson goal in the late going. Anyway, we're going to take a break for the between second and third period here while they make ice. We'll be back with more MIAA. That's the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association round of 32 action. Hey, welcome back to Rockland Ice Rink. If you stayed with us, that's great. Maybe you went and got a snack or something. Hope you're enjoying the hockey action here. MIAA round of 32 between Abington Green Wave and the Whites. The Burncoat Worcester team in the dark blue. And we got a 3-0 score in favor of the home Abington Green Wave. And they really turned it on in the second half of the second period there with 2 goals from Tate Erickson to add on to the first period goal early on in the first period by Sean Duggan. And so far, the visiting Burncoat team has been unable to get it past Nick Harris, even though they've had some excellent chances. Abington had them on the run a bit in the third period with even some late chances that might even extended that. So we'll see what happens here. We get underway with 15 minutes left in regulation time. On a winter evening here. Hope you're all doing well with the snow and everything around this area. South Shore, we got hit with a hard storm. Everybody's digging out. Hope you got power. Obviously, if you're listening and watching the game, you got power. So here we go. Burncoat trying to move it in, and they do. Broken up over there. We're going to have an offsides call. Abington's going to go for their first change. 14:23 to go. Whoops. All right. We got Tate Erickson taking the face off. The 2-goal guy pushes it ahead, and Burncoat moves it in. That was Colton Tierney. They're trying to set up. They've had a lot of good chances. Harris has just been equal to the task. Not sure they quite deserve the to be down by 3 goals. They've played well. Both teams have played well. Abington's worked hard for their 3 goals though. So and goaltending has been good, and the defense has been good. So see what happens here. 14:08 left to go in the game. Burncoat moving it around right behind the net, trying to get a centering pass, but Abington steals it up to Duggan. It was Erickson up to Duggan. We got people going down. The puck's behind the net. More guy trips his own guy, unfortunately. And now we have what's commonly known as extracurricular activity. The referees have the whistle blown. We kind of try to calm everybody down. It was Kennedy had gotten the puck, froze the puck, so face off to his left. Sean Duggan taking the face off this time. DeJesus was trying to get it. Jake Whitman solidly sends that into the zone for the because we have a lot of blonde-haired guys. I can quite tell in the as the puck flips out. I think it's tradition for the Green Wave to go into the playoffs by dyeing their hair blonde. So I think they've all done that. Quite a few of the Burncoat players were. Not all of them. The NHL guys grow beards, and the high school kids dye their hair yellow. I wasn't going to say anything. I was just going to watch that, the moves of Matthew Grafton as he tries to get through everyone in there. He gets kind of get there, but is unable to get an effective shot off on Kennedy. So instead, we're going to have a face-off. Sam McDonald and Jackson Fuller. The puck stays right at the face-off circle for a second. Little shot from the point by Gunning. Kennedy flashed out the pads. And McDonald back on the point, flips it in, and Gunning was able to handle that one, and we're going to have a face-off to his left. So McDonald had gone back to cover for Dylan Conley. Puck comes back to Gunning. Flips it in, doesn't make it to the net. Goes into the corner. Out comes the Burncoat team with a big hit by Gunning over there, right in front of the boards, and they're going to call interference on Gunning there. So we're going to have our first power play of the game as Gunning hit the player a little too late after the puck had left, so that's going to be interference call on that when the faceoff's going to be in the Abington zone. Great opportunity for the Burncoat team to try to lessen the lead, the difference. They win the faceoff, trying to set up. Ethan Ford moves it across to his defense partner, and the puck slides into Harris as captain number 2, Drew Powell, had sent it in, but Harris gets it, so a little work between Ford and Powell. 18 is the center, Jason Fuller. Abington has some of the second liners out there right now, Duggan and DeJesus. Abington able to clear the zone. The puck's up behind the net. Duggan with aggressive forechecking down there. He's got to get back on D as the Burncoat team slides it around the boards for number 18, Jason Fuller.
Penalty, number 18 for interference.
Puck gets cleared all the way down by Abington. Of course, no icing with the man down situation. Burncoat trying to mount a quick breakout, but it gets broken up by Matt Grafton, sends it all the way back down into the Burncoat end. Puck comes out, but Grafton steps up again, can't break up that one, and but McDonald breaks it up and gets it to Grafton. Grafton tries to get through the defender, kind of moves around, goes down, and he's looking for a call. I didn't see one, but he just got kind of twisted as he went around the guy as far as I can see. But anyway, in comes Burncoat number 11. Nathan Doobie gets a shot in on net on Harris. Harris gets a hold of it and takes the face-off. Down to 35 seconds on the power play for the Wildcats. 10:59 to go in the game in this third period. Still 5-on-4. Face-off goes out to the slot area. Burncoat trying to get it, but Grafton gets, with his quickness, gets to the puck first and gets it into the zone. Wildcats trying to get one more rush in on Harris. They had quick shot by number 3 and then number 23. So that was Benjamin Urucho, and Jackson Tierney gets him off his chance. 6 seconds left to go on the power play. But they get a face-off in the Abington zone. So another chance to maybe win the face-off. Quickly do, and shot by Jackson Turney goes over the net. Tip towards the net, hits the side of the net. Puck is back. The penalty is over. Both teams are at full strength. So the first power play goes by the boards without any action, much to the chagrin, unfortunately. I mean, of Turncoat. There I go again. Burncoat, who would have loved to and need a goal to try to stay in this game as time begins to dwindle. We're down now just less than 10 minutes to go. Third period. And the faceoff's coming all the way down the Burncoat end on the right of Owen Kennedy. Sam McDonald taking the faceoff out there with mixing things up. We got Tate Erickson to his left and quick centering pass out to Grafton. Jake Whitman wrists it in on goal, and Kennedy decides to take the face-off, cover up, gloves it. So we're going to have a face-off to his left, our right. McDonald's out there now with, looks like, Nick Daly would look like he was kind of up. The defenseman. He's got the puck right now and jams it up the board. And Grafton trying to go for it. But back to get it is defenseman Ethan Ford, and he's got it back again as the puck will come back to him from center ice. In moves McDonald. DeJesus trying to come through the net. A lot of Burncoat players in the middle jamming things up, making it hard for the Abington team to get a centering pass. And out comes number 21, Benjamin Bulmetis. We're going to have a penalty on that play. On Bulmetis. It's a hook. So 8:44 to go in the third period. Bulmetis out for a hooking. Gives the Abington their first power play of the evening. And Sam McDonald's out there with Amani DeJesus and Matthew Grafton. And Burncoat was trying to still get some offense going. They need it. They'd love to kill this penalty, but they need goals to stay in this game and move on. It's not looking too good at this right now. Great save and a shot to save by Kennedy with Tate Erickson right at the goal mouth with a little bit of room there. Tries to get a nice shot of wrist shot, but Kennedy was able to get there and get a glove on it and tie it up. So a little face off to his left. And here comes an opportunity on a breakaway for number 6. Ty Gully. Nick Harris makes a save, but we're going to have a slash call on Sean Duggan, it looks like, yeah. Trying to break that play up. Sean Duggan got his stick involved. I think that was gave us the slashing gesture. 7:56 left to go in the game. Both teams are at one man down, so we're going to have 4-on-4 action. Get a little more ice to play with and see if that makes things any more interesting. It's been an interesting game, very exciting game. But 4-on-4 gives you a little more room to move around. Sam McDonald wins the face-off, and he's going to skate with it. And he gets by 2 defenders. And so he's got Matt Grafton with him. He gets kind of almost broken up, gets the puck back. He's looking for an outlet pass back to Gunning at the point. Gunning's shot gets blocked, and it's in behind the net. Grafton back there trying to get a hold of it, loses it. In chasing it is Ty Gully, one of their stars. This is one of the offense. 18 back there. Jason Fuller gets it back to their captain, number 2, Drew Powell, who took a shot. Now 22 takes a wrister, goes up above the net, and frustrated with that. That was Colton Turney, number 22, who wanted better from that shot, but it got deflected up over the net. We're going to have face-off in the Abington zone. Still got 4-on-4, 28 seconds. So Abington will go on the power play. Now check that. Burncoat will go on the power play in 15 seconds. DeJesus gets control of the puck, moves it ahead. Sam. I did it again. Tate Erickson. All right. Burncoat with the power play for 27 seconds. Moving in quickly. That was Ty Gully got broken up abruptly. Down to 6:08 left in the game. Abington, a nice 3-goal lead, but the action continues at a good pace. Burncoat is certainly not giving up, trying to give it all they got, and in fact on that play, hope he's okay, number looked like 22, Colton Tierney, trying to rush in and came in contact with the net as he tried to rush in towards the goal. He's slow to get up. Crowd gives him a nice round of applause. Looks bent over, but he's hopefully okay. We're gonna have a face-off. Outside of the Abington zone, right in front of the Abington bench. 5-on-4 action for 1 second. And puck hit the skates of Duggan as he came out of the box. I think we had a problem maybe with the door being open. Anyway, we got a face-off at center ice. Both teams at full strength, 5:52 left. Abington leads 3-0. Puck gets back to Ethan Ford, who moves it up. The Burncoat team tries to pull. There's the first goal. Nice nifty move, and looks like number 6, Ty Gully, was able to flip that up above Harris's pads into the for Burncoat's first goal. It's Ty Gully with 5:39 to left, so 5:39, a lot of time. So now that changes the complexion of the game a bit. With a 2-goal lead, if Burncoat can score another one, that will make things very interesting. So Abington.
Worcester goal scored by number 6, Ty Gully, assisted by 18 and 11.
Grafton trying to grab it and move in. He does. Some people want a penalty on that. No penalty going to come. Ty Gully gets broken up. Ethan Ford fires it in, goes around. We got a timeout. No, I'm sorry. All right. Yeah, you know, we got a penalty on Abington. Wow. I thought he was calling time. I apologize. Yeah, there was a little bit of contact there. So Matt Grafton goes off with 5:12 to go. Big opportunity for Burncoat with a power play, and having just scored and applying the pressure on Abington, reducing the deficit to 2 goals. Now we got 5 minutes left. Puck behind the net. Goes Gully, keeps the puck. Moving it back with his defenseman number 2, Drew Powell. Across to Doobie, Ford, who wristed it in, and Harris is able to make the save. Abington clears it out. We got 1:16 left on the power play. 4:23 in the game. Jason Fuller moving it across the blue line into Abington territory, chasing it. 3 guys in deep. They've got to be aggressive with down almost 4 minutes left of the game. 11. Nathan Doobie gets a nice wrist shot in. Harris handles it, but Burncoat controlling the puck. Abington unable to clear it. Oh, it gets through, so it's finally cleared, and then Burncoat's going to have to start all over again. We're down to 37 seconds in the penalty. Ethan Ford moving it across the blue line. It gets broken up a little bit. They fire it in. Ty Gully has it, sends it back into the corner, and Abington's able to clear it. 20 seconds left on the power play for Burncoat. Just controlling the puck. Gully tries to go across the net. The blue line. Gets broken up, but Tierney had moved it back in, but the puck gets cleared again. All out. Penalty is over. We're back at full strength. Abington looking to great chance here, and it's in. Quick intercepted of a pass. Looked like maybe Duggan got the shot out front. Yeah, Sean Duggan with his second goal of the game to match Erickson's two goals. Makes it 4-1. Just a great aggressive play after the penalty had gone over. I'd love to hear the announcement. I should have. I was caught me by surprise. A little great play. Might have been McDonald or Erickson. Should be this line. So probably. I think he said 8. So Tate Erickson. Second line has been the story for the Green Wave, scoring all 4 goals in this contest, with Tate Erickson jumping up on center and making that play and then making that pass out to Sean Duggan, who wasted no time in taking the shot and getting it by Owen Kennedy. That one's going to be a tough one for Burncoat to overcome. Very frustrated if they just came off the power play and had some chances, and not too long ago had scored their first goal of the game. They haven't given up one bit here. They've had some really good offense, and Abington has has not been able to relax for a second out here. Nice pass out to Sam McDonald. He's cutting in, breaks his stick on his shot, and some people I think Kennedy tied that up. He's got it. Some discussion about what happened. Whether that, he did kind of look behind him, so referees are discussing, I think they're discussing whether that was a goal or not. Of course, Sam McDonald took the shot, blade of his stick broke off, made it almost like a knuckleball coming in on Owen Kennedy, who had a little difficulty with it as the blade of the stick went flying towards him. But we're going to have a face-off to his left, so I'm not sure if they, thought it might have been a goal or not. But I think the fact that his McDonald's stick broke made that shot kind of funny and hard to handle for Kennedy. So we're down to 2:05 left. Sam McDonald's out there with Sean Niles. So Coach Woodford is mixing up a little bit. We got Niles out there with Grafton. I don't know I hope nobody's hurt or anything like that. Usually Derek O'Neill's on the left wing. Good quick shot by number 11, Nathan Doobie. I don't know if it hit the post, but it was in real close on Nick Harris. Abington regains control of it. And now the puck is in the left-hand corner on the left wing side. Sean Niles working hard for it. And he gets it to his winger, Nat Grafton, who flicks it into the right-hand side, but Burncoat gets it out of the zone, tries to follow it in where Sam McDonald has the puck now. Of course, with a 3-goal lead, Abington very happy to just kind of kill time. We're down to less than 1 minute to go, or 1 minute, 56 seconds. Down to 53 seconds, so quick chance by Swanson. New Swanson in there. Abington making some, getting a few skaters we haven't seen. Down to 38 seconds. Good shot by Jason Fuller that Nick Harris stops. All right, we're going to face off to Harris's right. And with the game in hand, Harris is going to come off for freshman Owen McGrath. For face off to his right. Coach Woodford making some substitutions with a 3-goal lead, 32 seconds left. So looks like we're going to have a timeout, probably by the Burncoat team to kind of discuss their strategy. Got a tall order with 32.4 seconds to go. It's been a good effort. Unlucky in some cases, or unlucky for others. Depends on how you want to look at it. I don't know how the shots on net come out. At one point, I thought that Burncoat had more shots on net. Probably not so much later on. Things kind of turned after the first 5 minutes of the second period, even though Abington had a 1-goal lead from the early goal by Sean Duggan, but there were some times where it looked like the Worcester Burncoat team had a little more control of the puck and maybe more shots. Anyway, they get the face-off here with 32 seconds left, and Burncoat wins the face-off, gets a quick shot off. That's Captain Drew Powell. And One of the young Abington players. That's number 12, Mark Duquette out there was getting it out of the zone. 5 seconds. Backhand shot, the save by Nicholas Harris. As the Abington players, as time runs out, we get a final score of Abington 4, the Worcester Burncoat team 1. And we want to thank you for tuning in to Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association round of 32 action. And so Abington's going to move on to the round of 16. And let's see, we don't know. I'm not sure exactly when the game will be. Sometime coming up, probably. This is Wednesday night, maybe. To stay tuned to find that out. But trying to see who they. They play the winner of Winthrop or Rockport. And if that game's already taken place, I do not know the score, but Winthrop is the number 5th ranked team, and Rockport the number 28th ranked team. Of course, Abington number 12. So we'll see what happens, but I want to thank you for tuning in. My name is Jim Dorman. We're here with Sean Flaherty and Dave Bowen. Kevin Tachi behind the scenes, our executive producer. We'll see you next time for exciting high school hockey action.